we could find. I fitted one large panel towards the front end of the van and 3 smaller pieces to fit around the skylight at the back. I then used a spray adhesive to glue them in place and propped them up with some battens to dry overnight. The last thing I did this evening was to fill in any gaps around the edges of the board with some leftover insulating wool, and this was to make sure that there are no gaps for the coal to get in. So this is how I left it for the night, to go and have dinner and do a snooze, and it's ready for me to pick back up in the morning. It's a new day and I'm finishing off the roof insulation before we pack up the van for our trip. I'm using Thermowrap over the insulation board to keep it extra warm and because we had some spare left over. Again, I'm cutting the front and the back pieces separately and using a spray adhesive to hold it. Once the Thermowrap was in place, I used a foil tape around the edges to make sure the insulation is all safely sealed behind as good a vapour barrier as we could create. And this was the end result. We're off camping now, but follow for part 2.